Hello guys, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to talk about mutual funds. But there are lots of videos available on the internet which tells you that what are mutual funds, what are the apps you need to use for the mutual fund, what are the different types of mutual fund, everything like that. But this video is more of a perspective video in which I want to tell you why you need to invest into the mutual funds. At the same time, I also want to tell you that what are the things you need to consider when you invest into the mutual funds, what are pros and cons, and what should be your strategy of investing into the mutual fund, because there are some cons of mutual funds which you need to consider when you're investing into the mutual fund or whenever you are investing. So that is something you need to understand. So hey guys, I am Vairish and let's get started. First of all, let's talk about why you need to invest into the mutual fund, because that is one of the important thing you need to understand. Okay, so many times people invest generally whatever the money get, they invest into the FD only. Now I have no issue with the FD system, but the problem is that FD gives very less return. Some years before at least they were 4, 5 or 6% returns, but now returns has gone down to 3, 4 or 5%, and these are very much low returns in the country, and because of which you are not actually making the money from the FD or not actually investing the money through FD, you are losing the money through FD. Because what is happening, first of all, inflation is something which is hampering your growth of your money. Okay, inflation is something which is kind of taking your money. It's kind of a indirect robbery happening with your money. So inflation is nothing but महंगाई, और महंगाई जब increase होती है, the more the circulation of the money coming into the market, the more your money power reduces. Basically, the power of your money, the power of 100 rupees today is way less than what it was before 10 years before. That is what the basic inflation is. And inflation in the country happened 5-6%, but that is the kind of people are living in a kind of illusion that only 5-6% inflation is happening in the country. Inflation in the country is way more than what it is shown. First of all, you need to understand one thing: how the inflation is calculated. Inflation is calculated by summing of all the products available in the country. Now there are some products or commodities whose inflation is negative, basically their price is going down, and some products whose inflation is in positive, and together they come. Like for example, technology products, technology items, softwares, all these products, some inflation, all these products, negative inflation takes place in these products. But day-to-day commodities like vegetables, fruits, or different other, petrol for example, like petrol inflation in the last 3 years has been almost 13-15%. Same other kind of day-to-day vegetables and other grains, for food grains and everything, their inflation has been more than 10%. Some have gone to 20%, and altogether the inflation comes to 5-10%, and we people are 5-6%. The together inflation, basically the net inflation comes to 5-6%, because there are some negatives, there are some positives. Together the net inflation is 5-6%. Okay, people do not know it because the government show only 5-6% inflation. The report shows only 5-6% inflation. We think as if 5-6% inflation हो रहा है, but no, it is way more than that, and because of which we are losing more money and at a really higher rates. And this is why we need to invest into the mutual fund, because in FD we are getting only 3-4% returns. In many of the other asset class we are getting maximum 10% returns, but the mutual fund has the ability to give us more than 15% returns also, and that is the main reason. In the longer term, if we invest into the mutual fund, we'll get 15% or even 20% returns from the mutual fund. The second thing about investing into the mutual fund is the stability which we get. People always there's an ad of a mutual fund, say.com comes, people read that, see that ad, the discussion into the home start that we need to invest into the mutual fund. What are mutual fund? Then some person will tell that in the home knows what is mutual fund, he will tell something like that. But then there is also a disclaimer that mutual fund is subject to market risk. Read all the documents carefully. That disclaimer certainly means that mutual fund do not guarantee fixed returns, but that disclaimer is just a formality, and this formality works for this company, especially in the condition where the economy has gone down. Like for example, due to COVID, the stock market has gone down. In that case, mutual fund can't guarantee 15% returns, but over the longer period of time, history is something which always helps us, and history has shown that over the longer period of time, mutual fund has given more than 15% return, and that is a true kind of sabut that mutual fund will give you the 15% return over the next 10 years, because India is a growing economy, it's a developing nation. You can't expect the Indian economy to go down. If India's GDP is going by 9% every year, then definitely stock market will grow by 15-20% every year, and that is for sure. And stock market will grow by 15-20% every year, your mutual fund will definitely give you 15-20% return. That is the minimum. Okay, so that is why I think that mutual fund is something which is really great, that you get a good returns from the mutual fund, and that particular statement is just a kind of formality. So now let's talk about the next point, which is really important for why you need to invest into the mutual fund. Let's suppose you are at the age of 45 or 50, whatever. Okay, now people who are young, they have the time and they have came to this video at the right time, but there are some people who might be aged like 40, 45, 50, whatever their age is. Now at that particular age, for all your years, you might have invested only into the FD. If you are not investing any time into the stock market or in the mutual funds, or basically you have lost many of the returns you would have got for free. Basically these are free because you're giving the money and you have to do nothing, you just need to give the money. So it's kind of a free returns, you would have got, your money would have worked for you, but all those years it has not worked. Now after 10 years at the age of 60, for example today you require 7 lakh rupees for all your sustaining your life. You might be earning 60,000 50,000 rupees, which can be 5 to 6 lakh per year you might be earning now. You are earning now, but at the age of 60 your whole money source will be stopped. At that time you might get some saving from the company, might get some money from the other kind of schemes you might have invested, all that money you will get. But you require now 7 lakh rupees per month, and from where you're going to get 6 to 7 lakh rupees after 10 years. Like for example in 2030, today 7 lakh rupees will be equivalent to the today's 20 lakh rupees, and then there is a huge difference because of the inflation. Today 7 lakh rupees value is equal to the 20 lakh rupees of 2030. At that time you require 20 lakh rupees per year to sustain your life, and for the next 20 years you will require much more amount, and you might not have this much amount. And that is why the investment in the mutual fund is important, that if your money grows by 15%, 20% and even more, you will get a good returns from your money. At the same time you will have a better future, and you do not need to sacrifice on many things. And at the same time your health will be something which will take more money, and at that time if you do not have the money you will be really suffering. Because of which investment is important into the mutual fund, that if you invest consistently into the mutual fund for over the next 15 years or 20 years or whatever, you will get that fixed return after your retirement, and you can enjoy that money and you can have a good life. And that due to the inflation, the investment in the mutual fund is really important. Let's understand very partially what are mutual funds. So mutual funds are nothing but these are asset management company. Asset management companies, as the name only suggests, these are the people who manage your wealth. So these people basically take the money from people like you and me, who basically do not know. Basically these are the people who are kind of expert into this. Their profession is to manage the money of different people. Basically these people are expert in analyzing the stock. These people know these people keep the update of each and every news in the business world, what is happening related to the stock they have invested in, what is happening into the stock market. These people are a lot more experienced into the stock market. They know each and everything, and all those people, and to these people you give the money, and these people basically manage your money. Basically, these people take the money and they invest into different asset class. So basically these people take the money from people like you and me and invest into different equities, and they allocate the amount. Like they will create a pool of money, it will be 4,500 crore, 5,000 crore. They will create that pool of money and then will invest into different companies. Like they will allocate Reliance 10% of the total money, they will allocate the hotel 5% of the total money. In this way they will allocate the money to different companies, and they will invest into the equity to give you the best return. The basic idea of mutual fund is to diversify the portfolio, to taking the money from lots of people and investing it. That is what the mutual fund basic idea is. And for this particular thing they take some charges which is called as expense ratio from you, because the manager who is managing your money, for the people who are managing your money, definitely they need some salary, right? They need some money as well. So this is because of which they take some charges from you, which is 1.5% to 1.6%. So that is what the basic idea of mutual fund is. Okay, so now in the next part of the video we'll talk about what are the things you need to keep in mind whenever you are investing into the mutual fund. So now let's talk about what are the things you need to see whenever you invest into the mutual fund, because this is very important. If you do not choose a right mutual fund, you might end up not getting that good returns which you would have got. So choosing the right mutual fund is always important. First of all, you do not need to go for a new mutual fund. You should not be a first mover or should not experience a new mutual fund, because there are many times lots of new mutual funds are also advertised. Many times if you go into the applications, you will see that the new future mutual fund offering, that there is an IPO, there is a new mutual fund offering also comes, and this is something which is not of use. So don't go for a new mutual fund. Mutual fund is something in which you should see the history and then only you should invest. So it's first of all, go in mutual fund which is old mutual fund. Okay, it is much better to invest into the mutual fund which is at least 5 years older. More older is always better, but you should definitely see that the mutual fund is at least 5 years older. That is really important. The second thing which you need to see is the returns. See how much the mutual fund has given the returns. Okay, it is always better, the more the returns the mutual fund has given, it is always better. See the returns, how much it has given in the 5 years, how much returns it has given in the 3 years, how much returns it has given in the 1 year. See all those returns and then take the decision. The third thing which you need to see is the expense ratio. Now the expense ratio is not the standalone parameter. Many times people encourage to see the expense ratio, unless the expense ratio is always great. It is great, but you should also see it with the returns the mutual fund has given. If the mutual fund has given really great returns, like for example mutual fund has given 30% returns, and in that case the expense ratio is 1.7, it is much better than choosing a mutual fund which has given 20% returns and the expense ratio is 1.3 or 1.4. So go for the returns and basically choose the combination of the returns and the expense ratio. The fourth thing which you need to see is asset under management. More the asset under management is always great. Basically asset under management is how much money they are managing, but sometimes it has also seen that when the company or the manager or the asset management company basically managing more money, obviously it's a human psychology, right? That more money they need to manage now, so they get bit of risk averse, and because of which they do not want to take more risk, as a result of which they invest more money into the assets or more money into the equities which are kind of more stable, and because of which the returns are compromised. So you should again, asset under management is not a standalone parameter. You should basically take the combination of asset under management and the returns, and then accordingly you should take the decision. If asset under management is more, returns are also more comparing to the peers of the mutual fund, then always better go for that mutual fund. But comparing, the fifth point is also compare it with the peers. It is really important to compare it with the peers. Also there is some kind, many of the application gives pros and cons of mutual funds, so read that as well. Always more information is also great. There is also one thing which is given, that what is the agenda, what is the motto of the mutual fund. So read also that as well कि म्यूचुअल फंड का मोटो क्या है, क्यों म्यूचुअल फंड, इस म्यूचुअल फंड का बेसिकली किस तरीके से, फॉर व्हाट रीजन दे आर इन्वेस्टिंग योर मनी. सो they given some motto as well, so you should read that motto or agenda as well. Read about the sixth thing or seventh thing is read about the manager, the fund manager, how much experience he is, how his funds are performed in the past. Read about that fund manager, read about his experience, his qualification. That is something you need to read, know about that particular fund manager. Not much, you just need to read that particular information and you need to take decisions. So compared with the peer, see all these particular things and you will definitely choose a great mutual fund. And in mutual fund you do not need to be unique. There are some 4 to 5 mutual funds companies which are doing really great. Go for that. Don't see that ये वाली कंपनी अलग है, कोई और इसमें इन्वेस्ट नहीं कर रहा, शायद मैं रिस्क लेके देखता हूँ. म्यूचुअल फंड इज नॉट लाइक रिस्क लेके देखता हूँ. इट इज अ लॉन्ग टर्म गेम and any mutual fund will give you a good returns in the long term. So that is something you need to understand. At the same time, there is a tax on the mutual fund. There is a short-term capital gain tax. The short-term capital gain tax is 15%. If you basically exit the mutual fund before 12 months, you need to pay 15% of the profit you have earned. And there is a long-term capital gain tax of 10% on the profit over 1 lakh. These are all the taxes and what are the things you need to see into the mutual fund. Now the application I personally like is the Grow application. Now the main reason, there are lots of other applications available into the market which are well certified. Every application is great. I personally like each and every application. I personally like Grow application because when I started, I was a kind of a beginner into this particular thing, and because of which I like the Grow application, because the user interface of the Grow application is much more easy, and that is something which I like. At the same time, if you open the account with the Zerodha, you need to give 300 rupees to them. But in case of Grow application, you do not need to give. Again, Zerodha gives you a lot of facility when you give them 300 rupees. So obviously it's great for the traders, great for people who are doing F&O and many other kind of facilities they are genuinely using. But for the people like us, 200 I guess you need to give 200 in Zerodha. But in case of Grow application, you do not need to give this kind of fees. This is something which I like. And in mutual fund case, you do not need to give this particular thing. So basically I like this application because of the simplicity. If you want to go at a further step, you want to invest in the F&O stocks and everything, I personally prefer Zerodha because that is really great application. But for the simplicity purpose, as a beginner or just want to invest normally into the mutual fund, I personally like Grow application. For investing into the mutual fund, you do not need the Demat account. You just, first of all, investing into the mutual fund is not that difficult. You just need to open the account with the Grow. Then you just need to put your PAN card details, Aadhaar card details, then some other kind of address, and these all things, numbers you need to put, and your mutual fund account will be open. It's quite easy. Just 2 to 3 things you need to do. Just 2 to 3 things of documents are required. And if you really want the guidance, the Grow application have their own YouTube channel, link of which is given into the description. You can grow there on their channel, and they are given each and everything in detail, that how you can invest into the mutual fund, how you can open the account on the Grow. So you can definitely prefer that videos as well. So it's really easy. They give lots of instruction. You can definitely prefer that application. Also one thing, if you download the Grow app from the link given in the description, you get 100 rupees reward. If you download it directly from the Play Store, you will not get that 100 rupees reward. So it's totally your choice. If you want, I have given the link in the description. You can get 100 rupees for free. This is totally your choice, but definitely start investing. Don't see that which application I need to go for. Grow application is also great. There's some other application like Upstocks is also great. Some other applications are also great. Every application is well certified. Every application has got some certificates. Every application has license, and every application is secure. So you can choose any application. You can choose Zerodha, you can choose Upstocks, you can choose Grow, or any of the applications. So don't waste your time on this. At the same time, one thing which I want people to be aware of, that for example, like I'm not saying all these brokers are going to go bankrupt, or this broker will be a kind of in some will shut down all these things. I am not saying anything. These all brokers are well verified and well licensed, but many times people have this doubt in the mind कि broker बंद हो गया तो broker कुछ गफला करके चला गया तो this thing is not possible, because applications are just basically for buying and selling of stocks and buying and selling of mutual funds or gold and all those things. Basically all your money is secured with the company. Like for example, you open the mutual fund with the HDFC mutual fund company or AMC. In that case, all your details and all your mutual fund things are with the HDFC and not with the Grow application. So in case if the Grow application shut down, or in case you are feeling that I do not need to use this particular application, you can shift that mutual fund into the other application as well. You can shift that mutual fund. This is way much possible. So you do not need to worry about that कि broker बंद हो गया तो ये सब चीजें हो गई. तो it's not something which is going to hamper your money growth. It's not something which going to steal your money. Okay, so that is something you need to keep in mind. So first of all, let's talk about what are pros and cons of investing into the mutual fund. So one of the things which you need to understand, you need to invest through SIP rather than going for the lump sum. Now SIP, because you do not need to time the market when you invest through SIP. You need to time the market when you invest through lump sum. So invest through SIP rather than going for the lump sum. This is one thing which you need to keep in mind. The first pro of investing into the mutual fund is you get the discipline of investing. The second thing, your money is growing by 15 to 20%. The third thing is you are getting good returns. At the same time, you do not need to worry much. You are getting good returns and stable returns. And also you do not need to worry, because many times those people who invest into the stock market, they need to keep up with each and every news. They need to basically learn about that company and then invest into the worry of investing into the stock is way more than worry of investing into the mutual fund. But the fascination and the kind of things the kind of satisfaction the investors get when you invest into the stock is way more different than investing into the mutual fund. But if you are someone who are into different profession and do not have the time to analyze each and every stock, it's totally fine. You give the money to the stock people and to the AMCs, and these people invest your money, and this is something you're getting a stable returns. There's no worry. Also you're getting the professional people managing your money at a very low charge, and this is the really great stuff. And these are all the pros of mutual fund, because of which you should invest into the mutual fund. But discuss about the pros of mutual fund, but two mutual fund are only pro. No, there are some cons as well, and the one of the con is the returns. Now all the checklists which I have given, you can definitely choose the right mutual fund. I have also talked about what are the things you need to keep in mind. Seeing all these things, you can definitely choose the right mutual fund. So there are lots of videos available, articles available. If you follow that articles or the videos, you will choose the right mutual fund. That is not the issue. But issue is basically in the situation when the economy of the country is bad and the equity market is down. During the crisis, over the longer period of time, obviously you will get a fixed returns. But for the short period of time, you do not get the liquidity with the mutual fund, because if the stock market is down at that time, if the equity market is not performing well at that time, in that case your money might be stuck, and that is the main issue. That during the case of when the economy of the country is down, during the case when the equity market of the country is down, you might struggle, because in the COVID-19 situation the equity market was really down. It was a huge crash which happened in the equity market. In that case, many people who required the money might not be able to remove that money, or not be able to withdraw that money from the mutual fund, because the mutual funds equity market was kind of very low. What should be your strategy for that? For example, if you are in the age of 40, 45 or even 30 and people are dependent on you, you need to invest some part of your money into the stock market, which can be the mutual fund for you, but you need to invest some part of your money into the emergency fund. Now emergency fund can be gold, emergency fund can be different bonds in which you can invest into. Emergency fund can be sovereign gold bond, emergency fund can be FDs, or emergency fund can be putting some money aside into the saving bank account only. These are the emergency fund, and you need to invest some money into the liquid asset. This is really important. Even bond have some lock-in periods to invest into the liquid asset. Invest some money into the sovereign, invest some money into the gold, not the physical gold. Go for the digital gold. I have made a separate video about the gold. You can check that video as well, where you will get a complete detail about what is the short-term investment of gold, long-term investment of gold, and everything like that. So invest some money into the gold. It might be digital gold, it might be different things. So basically invest the money into liquid asset, because it's really important. People generally criticize the FD, people generally criticize the gold, but during the time of crisis, gold and FDs are something which really helpful. So keep your some asset into liquid and some asset into the equity. What should be your strategy? In which mutual funds you should invest? There are lots of different types of mutual funds. So I personally feel if you are a person who is between 20 to 30 years of age, invest some money into the mid cap mutual fund and invest some money into the small cap mutual fund, because mid cap and small cap mutual funds will give you much better returns than a large cap mutual fund. So I personally feel invest some money into the small cap and mid cap mutual fund. Also invest some money into the sectoral mutual fund. Don't invest in owning more than 2 mutual funds. I'm just giving you the options which are available. That there are some sectoral mutual funds, like for example the chemical sector in the country is doing really well, so you can invest in the chemical sector mutual funds. You can also invest into the IT sector mutual fund. There's ICICI Prudential mutual fund which has been really great for over the years. Again, it is in my observation. Again, it's not the suggestion for you, just I'm saying you that as an example that this particular mutual fund has also performed well, so you can sector wise also you can invest. So if you are young, you can definitely put your money into this kind of things where you will get a better return than the large cap mutual fund or a blue chip mutual fund. So if your age is more than 40, there are more people dependent on you. In that case, you should not take the risk, because the more priority for you is the stable returns, and stability is something more, and you should not take the risk in this particular time, because more people are dependent and you can't take more risk. So you want a 15 to 20% stable returns. In that case, invest your money into the large cap mutual fund, into the blue chip mutual fund. And best thing which I like is the index mutual fund, because in index mutual fund you follow basically the index. Like for example, there's a Nifty mutual fund, they will follow the Nifty, like all the 50 companies are in the Nifty, only those 50 companies will be into that particular mutual fund. In the same way, if it is a Sensex mutual fund, all the 30 companies into that particular Sensex index, all those companies will be into this particular mutual fund. So index mutual funds are really great, because over the years index have grown by 15 to 20%, and they will definitely grow even really well, because India is a developing nation. The economy of the country is really growing well. So definitely this particular mutual funds will give you much better returns. At the same time, this index mutual fund expense ratio is very less. So that is something you need to keep in mind, that if you are someone who is more than 40, more people are dependent on you, you want a stable return, you do not want risk, invest in the large cap mutual fund, blue chip mutual fund, or index mutual fund. These are the mutual funds for you. So start your investing journey now. Investment is really important. Invest into the mutual fund, so the longer period of time your return, you will get a good amount of returns. You will be able to keep yourself away from the inflation which is happening into the country. You will be rich, or you will have more wealth than many of the people into the country, because investment is one of the key tool. Investment is something which has the ability for the person to for even the normal person to get wealthy, and that is something you need to keep in your mind. A consistent investing, a patience investing is something which will give you better returns. Long term investing is the power to make your money grow and make you people rich. This is really important, and this was the message from this video, that investment is the key to success. Investment is the key to become rich, and that's why start your investment now. Even you have 500 rupees, start your investment. Even you have 1000 rupees, start your investment. Even if you have less than that, start your investment. You can even start your investment with just 500 rupees in many of the mutual funds. Start your investment now. This is really important. I've given the link of the group app down below. You will get the 100 rupees bonus if you download from that link, so do check out that as well. Thank you for watching my video. If you like the video, like it, subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Thank you.